What's up, world? This is Dencell Sinclair Fox here with the Hyperion Nests and Project To Hyperion and Beyond. Yeah, we all know there's a problem with our environment, our airflow and, the world and stuff like that with the corona and everything that we're faced with. But you have to remember, the connection with the sun and our atmosphere is something totally different. We put solar panels that picks up this energy and helps us generate, what became, the most vital tool, which is technology in our existence, because we get our knowledge from there and everything we just grasp onto this technology, which is understandable. But you have to remember that there is an issue, and the project that I will be, leading is going to be something totally awesome. I mean, I don't see why not. It's worth the effort for generations to come to consider the fact that anything can happen, at any point. Like sitting there at home, and it's just in the nature for a tree to suck up nutrients and water and create oxygen. Period. So why not, see how far we can push their potential. You know what I'm saying? They have the potential. We have to help them push it. We support them, and through these seasonal changes, you have winter, spring, fall, summer, autumn, all these, same thing. So fall and autumn is the same thing, but you have these seasonal changes. That's when we should enforce and engage as humans to support the trees and flower species at the same time. There's part of my Operation 365 for the whole state, for the world, which will be focused on these seasonal changes, and through each season, we'll go about enforcing codes to where we'll have to follow as required to go about, reinforcing our environment and our local communities to make America tropical, to make countries tropical, to help create a natural heavenly surge cloud, which will create a new impulse, which will generate off of positioning trees higher and closer to the outer atmosphere, which is the Hyperion, and which is our outer limits, which is the clouds. Naturally, trees grasp for water when they're by close water sources like lakes to, create a surge naturally. So, I have a lot of ideals on how to go. I actually came up with a crown, bridge as well, and a lot of stuff on, I got on paperwork and stuff, and a lot of shit, excuse my language, a lot of stuff, the crown bridges, tropical bridges is which is very awesome. I just love the environment. I've been experiencing, when I was homeless at one point. Right now I'm in my Airbnb, bolo, chilling, and it costs, to live nowadays. It's very expensive, and I just be looking at it like, this is what I've been interested in. I've been doing it for years now. And now, a lot of people didn't see what I saw. I was going to the library like, wow, just confused. So I grasped for knowledge, and I've been going about it, sitting there watching birds. It was like I had a connection with nature, connection, and people. It's not nobody's fault that we don't have this knowledge. But the thing is, we must understand that with this knowledge, it can be useful for generations to come. Who knows what our children could come up with, later on with the project and their children, and how, first I have, a few people that was like, oh yeah, you talking about the trees inside the trees, because I was saying you could put a tree inside a tree because of how some of the, how huge some of the eagle nests are, to actually, how, and some trees like the dragon tree, how they're built and their structure is to can look like hands, like they can hold up another tree and they can reach and go. They're showing you that they can grab their hands either, and they have a connection. It's like, we can go up here, we can do this. It's almost like, and they have a connection with the sun, just like a plant, like a weed plant. You know what I'm saying? They use that as an example because when I told people I had an approach towards horticulture, they were like, weed? Are you talking about weed? I'm like, yeah, that's possible to grow weed and trees. Yeah, we can. It's later on, future process. But first, when the weed plant goes like this, wherever the sun goes, it goes, because it has a connection. It's a natural connection. So this is nature. There's a natural connection It has a natural way of creating oxygen. It has a natural way of, some of them suck up dirt, some suck up, water. They put certain kind of plants down our creeks, like that sucks up water. So they have attributes that can be very, that should be considered and has potential. So I'm just excited, and I just would love to start making some dough. But first and foremost, it's about making the connection and being focused on my work and getting deeper and deeper in my RTD. Which RTD, if you see my Facebook, you can see research development is my pictures. Pictures say a million words. Check them out. Look at them. It's like hieroglyphics. If you can't see what I'm saying without me saying it, then because I can explain it later on, I will. But right now, I just post little pictures, and when you see the pictures, people are like, "Oh, you repeat the same thing. It looks like you're saying the same thing." Well, in all actuality, it's not. In all actuality, I tell you similar things, but the plan is the same, the goal is the same, the focus is the same. But if you look at some of the pictures I have with the fishes and the waters and the algae, it's just showing you, giving you a sense of direction, and you see the picture of the eagle trees, eagles sitting in it. Some of them are tall. It was like almost like a 9 feet nest, tall. They built it, down somehow some trees grow tall next to each other. And it's amazing how they're showing you, how creative they can be. So how creative can we be? I see in nestology, a lot of people do things, and like when you used to go to school, teachers used to say, if you was to put a plant, plants don't belong in nests. It's like, it's time to start to think out of the box and in the nest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm still focused. It's legally protected. I'm excited, and I still gotta, bring you the best. So, with the products and stuff and the alignment, and I'm still waiting on my, I got my samples in the mail. What the beginning stages will be. I will be excited to share that with you guys. But for now, I have to focus more on, like I'm doing right now. Got new books from the 99-cent store to write in and focus my work on. And that's what I do, pencils and paper and stuff like that. I'm still working on, check the PayPal, hit like, subscribe. I still need help with finances because I do want to advance. I want to get a laptop. I want to be able to make connections, do videos. I know it won't be long to make connections because I've been pushing for it. But you hit like, subscribe, donate to the cause so I can upgrade, got the van running, brakes fixed, 600. Thank you for the support. You know who you are. Everything is working just fine in God's time with the Most High. In such hard times, we should push forward, to make this happen. All of us will work together, and that's just how, you got to be. So Project To Hyperion and Beyond, creator Hyperion Buds and Nests. Let's rock, baby. We need this. We need to get this. This is the year of the floration. We need to get this in this year. It's no doubt about it. I'm on it. Your boy, Dencell Sinclair Fox, creator of the Hyperion Buds, Hyperion Nests, and Project To Hyperion and Beyond. Doses.